Hello, this is georgercop on YouTube, and this is a quick look at my latest project in Minecraft, which, according to several people, is rather cool. Now, what I've done is I've spent the last week or two on this project, and I think you'll recognise the iconic image of Thunderbirds 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, Thunderbirds 2, 4 and 3, 2, 3 and 4 made almost completely out of wool. Thunderbird 1 mainly out of smooth stone. Now, these are one-to-one scale replicas of the Thunderbirds, or as one-to-one as I could get them. These have taken me quite a while to do. Thunderbird 1 the least amount of time, and Thunderbird 2 the most, considering I burnt the first one down by mistake. So, yeah. Now, I'm just going to show you the inside on each of the Thunderbirds in turn. Starting with Thunderbird 1, of course, because that is chronologically the first one. And then I'm going to show you the inside of Thunderbird 4, then 2, and then finally 3, in the order, because that's the order in which I made them. Now, here's the main sort of engine bay of Thunderbird 1. I'll just give you dimensions as I go. Thunderbird 1's engine bay 15 meters wide, with 4 buckets of lava going out of the engines, covered by fences because safety first. And Thunderbird 1 is also 35 meters in height from nose cone to engines. Main fuselage 19 meters in height. And here is the chair. Main fuselage 19 meters in height and 7 meters in width. Here we go. There's windscreen, and as per the original series, control joysticks on either arm of the chair. Now there's even a rotating axis, although cuboids generally don't rotate about cuboids that well. They're not very good at pivoting. Now, there's quite a few ladders involved in this. Especially in Thunderbird 2 and Thunderbird 3, there are lots of ladders involved. Let's head over to Thunderbird 2 now. Now, Thunderbirds 1 and 2 have a special method of getting to them from my main base, which I'm not going to show you in this video because it would take quite a while. You'd just add on a completely unnecessary amounts of time. So I'd rather you get to see the machines themselves rather than the methods of actually accessing them. I mean, Thunderbird 2 is pretty huge. Idea, wingspan 55 meters in width, 76 meters in length, 18 meters in height. Now here's Thunderbird 4, 9 meters in length, 3 meters in width, 5 in height. Oh, Thunderbird 4 is accessible through a small door in the back. There we go. It's made of wood so it can be opened and closed. There's Thunderbird 3 over there from, I think, its best angle. We'll see more of when I bob over there after visiting Thunderbird 2. Now, the pod itself is rather huge. Number there 4, saying this is pod 4. This Thunderbird 4 is always stored in pod 4. Now, let's see. This is the ladder system by which I access the main command bridge of Thunderbird 2. Then, let's see, let's get up here. Now, just to give you an idea of how many resources I used to build this, I used nearly 2 full inventories of green wool. There we go. You can sit in the command chair. Whee! There we go. Got to crouch in order to actually see out because I'm that good at designing. Yeah. Let's see down again. Right. Give you an idea of how many resources I used. Nearly 2 full inventories full of green wool. The pod itself took these resources in this quantity. In reverse order from lowest quantity to highest, I used 5 pieces of fence, 8 torches, 14 pieces of white wool, 22 bits of ladder, 469 cobblestone, and 1060 green wool for the pod. The wings took 10 yellow wool and 125 green wool each. I don't really remember how much wool is used in the main cockpit, but there's quite a lot. This is ladders going to the main sort of outdoor servicing point. The little hatch here for servicing outdoors because I can't get up to it from anywhere else. So those engines are fully accessible from inside. If I go down here, I'll just drop down. Plunk. Right. But I've got iron doors there to stop me from falling down there. There's no switches to open and close them because I, quite frankly, don't want to fall down there by accident. Like I say, it's travelling on sort of the arm spindle holding the pod, if the pod was there. And these are the engines. Now, engines pretty big again. They're about 9 meters in width from top to bottom in diameter. So they're rather big. I've left them hollow because the first one burnt down because when I decided, you know what, I'm going to put some lava in the engine and encase it in glass. Glass, of course, not being a great conductor of heat. And that set the engine on fire, and being the total plonker that I am, instead of Alt F4ing when I realised that the engine was on fire, what I did was I accidentally pressed escape and saved the level, and that happened at least 3 times, so the engine was completely gone by the time I decided, you know, Alt F4 is good, and kept using Alt F4, and the whole craft eventually burnt to a cinder, so I had to start again. Suffice to say, I took down measurements prior to that, so rebuilding it wasn't as big a task as perhaps it could have been. Now, Thunderbird 3, here we go, 87 meters in length, 30 meters in width from the edge of the near side engine here to the far engine over there. Not entirely sure how much wool was used in this, but I'd estimate a fair bit. And the only method I have of getting to it at the minute is via a pillar of sand and going up into one of the engines. I've been trying to engineer something similar to my old world, which included a Star Destroyer. The Star Destroyer was accessed through a portal underwater, and then it would spit you. Then that portal would spit you out into the portal aboard the Star Destroyer. Whereas the amount of times I've tried to do the same thing with this, where you got spat out of the nether through the Thunderbird 3 portal, and it has failed, no matter how many times I've tried. I've tried about 12 times now, but it's not worked. So I've scrapped the idea, and I just thought, you know what, sand pillar is good. So this is the inside of Thunderbird 3. Oh, come on, get up. This is the main fuselage. Well, not the main fuselage, this is the engine fuselage. And it is 16 meters in diameter, so rather huge. There's a balcony up there for getting up into the top engine where my portal is, and also for servicing the outside. Along here, this is the main fuselage. This is actually the main fuselage. Now, I've not made a mistake this time. And this is the piloting center. Up here. Here we go. Now, I can't actually get any further forward than this because of course I'm brilliant at designing. There's again levers to say, yeah, I'm piloting this thing now. I'm happy. But yeah, this Thunderbird took quite a while to do. I started it mid-afternoon yesterday at about 3 o'clock-ish. Finished it at about 3 o'clock-ish today. The main sort of tricky parts were the sort of bottom 2 shoulders coming out of the main fuselage and down at the engines. That was rather tricky. And also this midriff section, sort of skirt section. That was rather tricky to do as well. Now, this is up here. See, if I look up here, from up here, it still looks pretty impressive from back here. Fences around, safety first here, an international rescue. But just climbing up into the top engine, this is where my nether portal was. That I was trying to get spat out into, but kept failing. Now, this is rather long craft, 87 meters in length, from nose to tail. Now, just to give you dimensions of Thunderbird 5, if you laid Thunderbird 1 and Thunderbird 3 nose to nose, like end to end, that would be how long Thunderbird 5 was, which is 122 meters in length and 80 meters in height, which is quite a lot. Now, that's all I've got to show you here. I'm probably not going to be doing Thunderbird 5 anytime soon. I'm going to have a rest now. So, my name has been georgercop, and these have been the Thunderbirds. Thank you and goodbye.